The devil will attack you through people that you think love you. Watch your circle. I know that's right. Collective, if you clicked on this message, it's because you're aware of this, right? And so now you maintain a certain level of detachment with everyone, right? Because you know how the enemy operates. See, you're that tapped in, collective. You understand in this day and age now of spiritual warfare, the enemy will use anything and anyone to go up against you, to stop you, slow you down, slow your progress, to infiltrate what you are doing, right? And you've seen it happen so many times. Like, you've seen this happen so many times with people who you thought you were loved, that were close to you, ended up turning their back on you, ended up betraying you in some way, ended up sabotaging you. And it's crazy because you thought these people were cool. You thought these people had your back, and they really didn't, right? See, you are learning, or you've learned, that the enemy sends people too. Yeah, God will send people into your life for reasons, but also the enemy, the opposition will send people to keep you distracted, to keep you off your purpose, right? And you have the ability now to discern. Your discernment continues to elevate, right? So you see through people and their motives now, collective. And this is why you learned how to maintain this level of detachment where you won't be fully attached to anybody. You're not even like your family, not even like, your close loved ones. Like, you still have this level where you guard yourself, because you have to protect yourself. The type of person you are, collective, your spirit has to protect itself, because literally the enemy will use anybody. Like, if you're one of your loved ones that you think love you, or close friends, like, let's say they're having like a bad day, you know what I'm saying, or a bad week, but your energy is always high vibrational and glowing, and then here you are still shining, having a great week. Your light might irritate something in them. If they don't have a grip and a hold of their own emotions, and they never work through their own traumas and things like that, it can seep in. That enemy energy, the devil energy, can seep in and latch and attach to their shadows and trauma, right? And now they're projecting that out on you. Now they're looking at you with envy, hidden, secret jealousy, right? Because if they expose themselves and it became obvious, then obviously you would remove them. Obviously you would handle it. But no, they don't want that to be seen. So it comes out in different hidden ways, right? And over time, you realize, okay, the energy's off, something's off. Why does this thing keep happening? Or why do I keep getting sabotaged in this area? You know what I'm saying? So you really start to narrow it down and really crack down on the people in your life. But this is why you always keep your circle click tight, collective. And I feel like you be cleaning up your circle all the time. Like, you don't stay stagnant with people. Like, if you outgrow people, you let them go with love. You don't hold on or try to keep, you know what I'm saying, a relationship that is not beneficial to you. So you're someone who, you probably don't even have childhood friends, collective. You probably don't even have friends from college. Like, you're always elevating and growing. And because you are dedicated to your journey, a lot of people fall off, and you're also very sensitive to energies and their spirits and their motives. So you can pick up on when somebody's not being genuine, or when someone has a hidden agenda, right? And you pay attention to people's actions and patterns, right? So when things start to feel off, then you listen to that, right? Because that always seems to happen with you. Like, you have people that you think care for you, and then somehow the opposition comes in and uses them, either through their pain, through their trauma, through their bitterness, through their jealousy. Some ways that they feel inadequate. They don't feel up to par. Their spirit is not thriving how yours is, right? And you genuinely want the best for these people, but again, the enemy comes in and uses them. sometimes it's unknowingly. It just comes in and latches on. This is why it's so important to heal. This is why it's so important not to stay in that victim mindset and stay in your darkness too long, because the enemy will come and devour you whole. And because you're aware of this, you don't really involve yourself too much, and like, you don't get close to people on purpose, collective, because you know at any given time you might have to release and let them go. And that's why you don't want to get too attached to them, because then it could make things a lot more difficult. It can make it that much more challenging to detach from them if you know you need to, right? You know, you're not going to allow people to come in and stop what it is that you got going on. You're not going to allow people to come in and disturb your peace. And if that means letting go of loved ones because they're being used by the enemy, then so be it. Like, your walk with God is so unique, collective, and you love God that much that you understand we are all connected back to source God. So if the so-called people in your life that are your loved ones, if they're not operating in that state of mind and they're acting as your opposition, and you know that you are working with God and you are standing in your truth, that's a problem, right? And you will sacrifice them over your position with God at any time, because you know we all got to go back to source. You don't answer to these people. So this is why you've learned to maintain that level of detachment with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it may be even hard for you to get into intimate relationships and partnerships because of that. You know, people feel that disconnect or separation, but you know, the people who love you and appreciate you, they're going to feel your love. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you are guarded and shy with your love. No, you truly love to love and appreciate people. It's just you are so protective and guarded, and you're spiritually aware of how the enemy operates, right? And sometimes you have to make those difficult decisions to let go of people, even though you truly care for them. But where they are in life and where you are, it's not beneficial to where you're headed. It's not beneficial to your mission in this and your purpose right now at this time. So you, because you hold your allegiance to the Most High, you are faithful to the Most High. So again, if necessary, you will chop the dead weight off, even if that means it's a loved one or someone that you thought cared about you, because they'll switch it up, and they have. People in your past switch it up on you all the time. So you don't got time for that anymore, and you don't want to take any more losses or any more chances. So you just have this blanket level standard of detachment that keeps you separated from everyone, right? No one can get too close to you. They can get close, but not just enough, right? But they ain't gonna ever get that close, because you are protected and you have a mission, and you understand how important it is to maintain your integrity, to maintain your truth, to maintain your divinity. Okay, collective, that is you, and I love it, and I'm here for it for you. I'm so happy that you have gotten to this point. If this message resonates with you in any way, please let me know in the comments below. And if this is your first time here on my channel, please consider subscribing if you do enjoy my content. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support me. It's Kar. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.